So here's the two of us once again back with our 12 noon show, and what an incredible day's play
Comes
on
to
day
an
one.
end in an unfortunate way for India.
And that's how it has been, isn't it? I mean, the day was like every time India kind of got control, somehow England
Took it
managed to wiggle it away. I mean,
Yeah.
the Rishabh Pant moment was obviously the highlight of the day.
Yeah.
That was if there is one moment that defined day one, that has to be the Rishabh Pant moment. Can
100%.
you when you see the ebbs and flows of the day, the highs and lows of the day, India took the first session
100%.
brilliantly well. Then in the second session, some poor shots. The Yashasvi Jaiswal wicket towards to Liam Dawson. Shubman Gill misjudgment of Ben Stokes. The ball coming in, and all of a sudden misjudging the line, not offering a shot. Second session was England, and then the third session was all India. Till the time Rishabh Pant, that moment of madness,
Yeah.
and that's what it is about Pant. I thought it was all India. And thereafter, that Sai Sudarshan wicket completely changed it. That was a reckless shot.
Oh, there is so much to talk about when we think of yesterday. So absolutely so much to talk about, because I remember
Still
coming
can't
out,
sink in.
it's not sinking in, because there's so much to process, and I'm sure that the players inside the dressing room will be feeling the nerves at this point. You've lost your vice captain, you've lost one of the best batters in your team. If Rishabh Pant was still there till the end of the day, or even now, and I did not think that he would lose his wicket at that point. It did
Not
not
even
look
giving a
like
chance.
he wasn't even giving a chance. He was completely in control of every single shot that he was playing, except the one that got him injured. And we say this a lot, and we say that there's this yin and yang to Rishabh Pant's batting. Sometimes those shots, those audacious shots, lead to the most brilliant sixes or boundaries that you've ever seen. Sometimes it leads to the most tragic dismissal or an injury like he got yesterday. But again, that was not necessary. Once again, we have to say this in Rishabh Pant's case, that it was not necessary. And going back to Leeds, going back to Headingley, when he got those centuries, that twin ton from Rishabh Pant, he's capable of batting long. He's capable of restraining himself. The kind of conversations that he was having with himself, play with a straight bat, don't try these shots. That's the kind of innings you needed from Rishabh Pant here as well. Why? You had lost Shubman Gill, you had lost KL Rahul, and of course Yashasvi Jaiswal as well. So Rishabh Pant was once again left with the responsibility of shouldering, or was left with the responsibility of steadying the ship for India once again. Sai Sudarshan was there, he was there, two top order batters who could have easily won that session, but again, Rishabh Pant's recklessness costs him the entire series now.
Absolutely agree. I mean, I don't think one word Gargi said there I can contest or doubt. It is absolutely the perfect summary of what any Indian fan or any Indian analyst would be feeling after what they have seen. But moving on to today, in 2 hours we'll be live again from the Old Trafford gate in front of Gate 1. But moving on to India's game plan, I mean, that's what we do, right? On our 12 noon shows during a test match, we try and decode India's game plan between the two of us. The new ball is going to be used from ball 1.
Yes.
So England will come with the new cherry. Yesterday they tried with spin, and when they realized that neither Shardul Thakur nor Ravindra Jadeja was giving them a chance at all against spin, they called it off. Because the umpires had given them the option to continue till 6:30. But they would have to go with Liam Dawson and Joe Root. It would mean that India would get another 15-20 runs. Ben Stokes realized that they'd already given 15-20 runs extra with spin, so they called it off. They will come hard with the new ball.
100%.
They will want to finish India off in another 40-50 runs, Gargi. That's what they will want. 264, they will know that it is actually with 5. It's not 4, because there is no Rishabh Pant. So Rishabh Pant not there means 264 for 5 is what India will come out with. What should be India's game plan?
Don't be fooled at
the score now with 4.
Yeah, don't be fooled by looking at the scorecard. You are not 4 batters down, you are 5 batters down at the moment. The two
and
people
your top
on
5 are gone.
Your top 5 are gone, so you don't have a pure batter in there anymore. You have a Ravindra Jadeja and you have a Shardul Thakur. Now, there is no let's say, doubt of Ravindra Jadeja's ability when it comes to negating the new ball. But
One of the
Shardul
best
Thakur,
batters in the series with the
100%.
bat, Ravindra Jadeja.
Very so consistent. He's given you those lower middle order contributions that we keep talking about, those frustrating runs, getting the tail to wag. Rishabh Pant has been at the heart of it. Ravindra Jadeja has been at the
Absolutely.
heart of it. And the kind of resilience, the kind of grit and fight back he showed in the last match as well, in that Lord's Day 5 test match. It's, you know that Ravindra Jadeja can do. I keep thinking about Rishabh Pant.
Anyone
and
will.
that's why.
Anyone, because the mind space is occupied by Rishabh Pant.
Ravindra Jadeja can do it, but can Shardul Thakur negate the new ball? I am not very confident about that. And Chris Woakes looks very good. Ben Stokes looks very good. Bryden Cast did not find the same lines that he did at Lord's yesterday morning. But then again, you know that once he gets in his rhythm, he can be very, very dangerous. He will get those in-swinging deliveries. He will get those wickets that England will be itching for right now. And let's not even talk about Jofra Archer.
She summed it up well, and that's the English perspective, because they will come hard with the new ball. I'll just add Ben Stokes to that as well, because Ben Stokes time and again, you said Ben Stokes? Ben Stokes time and again has shown how inspirational a leader he can be. That Shubman Gill wicket, and just when England needed that Sai Sudarshan, because Ravindra Jadeja and Sai Sudarshan had kind of regrouped after the Rishabh Pant injury and was taking India to a position of reasonable confidence and reasonable strength. That's when Ben Stokes once again trapped Sai Sudarshan and got him out there trapped at fine leg. So the English bowling attack will be a real handful with the new ball. But from an Indian standpoint, if I was the Indian dressing room, I would actually ask Shardul Thakur to try and play a few shots. Because Shardul Thakur has the ability to score very quickly. In a test match where there will be 4 fielders there at slips, 2 there, and Shardul Thakur all of a sudden 3-4 boundaries and England can get rattled. This 264 with Ravindra Jadeja's solidity at the other end, if all of a sudden Shardul Thakur, who's batting on 19, somehow gets to a 40, and he has that ability. Shardul Thakur has time and again done that in England in the past. He did that in Beckenham in that practice game. Yes. He has done that time and again in Ranji Trophy cricket. He has done that multiple times in his career. If Shardul Thakur is able to score some quick another 20-25 runs and get his score to around 40-45, this is a different game. It's a big challenge for Thakur, but that's where the game will be set up, Gargi, because then you have a Washington Sundar, then you have an Anshul Kamboj, and you will all of a sudden tend to feel, we still have some batting left. And Washington Sundar can bat. I think between Jadeja and Washington Sundar, hold one end up and allow Thakur to start hitting. If you can somehow cross 325 and get to 350, that's a reasonable score on this wicket.
100%. And I keep thinking about this fact now. This is in hindsight. This is completely in hindsight. But we were all expecting, at least I was expecting there to be at least one mini collapse on day one. With the new ball, with the kind of conditions that we have. A little bit, slightly, first three wickets.
Yeah, I mean, that didn't happen. The pre-lunch session happened in the post-lunch
session when the ball started getting a lot of movement. Are you ruining not picking Sai and Karun?
Maybe not, because Washington Sundar hasn't batted yet. Washington Sundar has not...
Could make an impact, could very well come in, and get a century or something.
No, that's too far. But Washington Sundar has scored runs, Gargi, in difficult conditions. Absolutely. He scored runs in Lords. He scored a very, very important 30-odd in Lords, in the 25-30-odd in the first innings. That is why when Nitish Kumar Reddy got out, if you remember, the partnership between Jadeja and Washington Sundar was critical. 326 for 6 to 370 something. So a 50-run stand happened. If there's a 50-run stand here, between Jadeja and Washington Sundar will be invaluable. Washington Sundar got a 50 in Birmingham also. If you remember, he got a 50 in Edgbaston. He's got a 25-30 at Lords. He's a very, very handy batter. And he's got a very good technique. In domestic cricket, he has batted up the order. He has batted at number 3 also at times in domestic cricket. Washington Sundar has the technique. So you have to say, between a Ravindra Jadeja and the Washington Sundar, you expect things to happen. But where is Lord? Lord can all of a sudden
Be
make
the
a
aggressor.
massive difference. Exactly. He can be the X factor player for India in the first 20-30 minutes. He can get out to an edge and gone. But if Lord somehow survives for 6-7 overs and gets 4-5 boundaries out, that is India's best chance, is what I would say.
And that also throws England off the rhythm. Because
Beautiful point.
if you've got a Shardul Thakur, you know Jadeja will bat very, very sensibly from one end. He's got a very solid defense. He's got one of the best defenses in that batting lineup. He will come in, he will try to negate the new ball, he will respect the bowlers, he will punish the loser deliveries. But when it comes to Shardul Thakur, if you have a Ravindra Jadeja doing that from one end and a Shardul Thakur being an aggressor, that completely changes things up for India.
I somehow feel Thakur has the shots.
And that,
because he
that
has a
also
decent
helps
technique.
you.
Shardul Thakur has a decent technique because he's not one of those ranked tail-enders who will move away. He's not. He's a bowling all-rounder.
Yes.
That's why he has been picked in this team. It's not as if he's some muck with the bat, doesn't know, never done.
Not.
The chap has, remember Australia, remember 2021 England.
Yeah.
He has multiple times saved India from a collapse. 121 for 7. Thakur came up with that 50 last time round in that England tour and allowed India to get to 190 plus at Lord's. India won that test match. Thakur knows this is perhaps his last chance. Yeah. Thakur knows this is perhaps his last chance. Will he play test match cricket for India after this? Perhaps this is his chance. If he mucks up, I think it's the end of Shardul Thakur, the test match player. And he knows that. Thakur, no, in domestic cricket, look, in India you're not going to play.
No.
There's no chance that you will play test cricket in India.
No.
Your only chance is to play test cricket overseas. England here, and then if you do well, you have another chance at the Oval. For Thakur, this is one of those massive matches.
And think about it. Think about it. The only reason why Shardul Thakur made a place in his team is because Nitish Kumar Reddy got injured. This was divine intervention for Shardul Thakur. If you've got to make a play, Shardul, this is your time. This is your time, because in any other sense, after that first test match, I don't think, and after what Nitish Kumar Reddy, those breakthroughs, that batting, after everything that Nitish Kumar Reddy did, there was no chance of Shardul Thakur coming back in the team. But somehow, he got lucky. Unlucky for Nitish Kumar Reddy, of course. You never want an injury to happen. But Shardul Thakur, you have your chance. Grab it by the throat. Grab it.
I love that part. I mean, someone else's adversity is someone else's opportunity. Yeah. Grab it with both hands and make the most of India. Imagine this 19 getting converted to a 40. Those 20 runs will be gold for India. Gold. 20 runs here from here on, which means Ravindra Jadeja has support at the other end, will be absolute priceless gold for India. So if Shardul Thakur can do that job, do you reckon he can? Do you reckon India can get to 325 plus?
I'm not going to say anything as of now. But Boria, think about this. If Shardul Thakur is playing the aggressor, if he's hitting those boundaries, finding the gaps, hitting big, that also helps you negate the new ball or soften that new ball faster.
Maybe not, because see, the first 6-7 overs. See, this is what I think they should do. I think without the lacquer, like you saw on day one.
That's Chiteshwar Pujara and Harsha Bhogle walking in. Over there. Over there.
So they just finished their shows.
Yeah.
They finished
where did they go to do their shows?
Must be one of these places to get something or whatever. But the fact is, I think the first 6, 7, 8 overs of the new ball is India's chance.
Really?
Yeah. Because
that's when you start hitting.
The first 6, 7, 8 overs with the Duke's ball, there will be less movement.
Yes.
And because of the lack of movement in the first 8 overs, because of the lacquer and the lack of movement, if India makes the most of it and gets to about 35 runs, 4.5 an over, which means 264 becomes 300. India is on song, because
you back on
you cannot just block the new ball. There will be a ball that will have your number.
Yeah.
You cannot 100%. Block that new ball. My take here is the game plan is simple.
Hopefully
the first 8 overs
doesn't blow away.
No, if the camera blows away, we will get the camera back. Don't you worry.
Okay.
I mean, and people will know it is because of the wind. My point here is simple enough. If the first 7-8 overs with that new ball, India should strategize and make the most of that opportunity. Lord is a good friend of mine. I want Lord to actually do something worthwhile.
Hopefully he
On that note,
does. On
shall
that
we?
note, yes, we shall. We shall take your
Fingers
leave.
crossed
We'll
for
be back
India.
very soon.
Fingers crossed for Rishabh. Let Lord do it for Rishabh. Let the team do it for Rishabh. Gargi and I back with you exactly at 1:45 India time, which is 9:50 here in Manchester. Till then, thank you very much for watching.